3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to RLCraft. I know. It's nice and quiet. Oh my gosh, it's so silent. Yes, it is. Oh man, me and the guys decided we would each do ourselves an individual episode this time around. And I decided what I wanted to do was a little bit more of an instructional video. I know there's a lot of people that are watching this series, and maybe you're playing RLCraft as well. Maybe you're struggling a little bit with it. And I feel like I've finally gotten to a point in this game where I'm starting to feel a little bit competent in certain areas. In certain areas, I'm still not. I can definitely attest to that. But I feel like I have figured out a bit about how to level up in this game, and I wanted to do an episode that felt a slightly bit more like a tutorial. What I really want to do is I want to share with you some strategies and methods that I use to level up in this game. Not all of them have to do with fighting mobs, so there's different ways that you can get XP and levels in this game, which is just awesome. So before we run off, before we leave Sanctuary, which is this area right here, just in case, if maybe this is the first time you're watching this series, you should go back and check all the other episodes. You should also check out Dadcraft and Zloy and all the different perspectives. This has been a really, really successful series. A lot of people are really enjoying it. And if you're just here for the tutorial, that's great. But if you like watching people play RLCraft, I'd recommend you go watch it. There's shenanigans and all kinds of craziness afoot. But anyway, so method number one is farming. It's just as simple as that. Watch what happens when I gather up some of these crops and look down at my levels. You can see that I'm getting XP. Now, I'm going to squat and pick up these seeds. I'll go ahead and replant these. Now, what I'm doing here is just your typical Minecraft setup. Or not Minecraft, but your typical vanilla setup. So I've got a central spot. I covered it with a block, and there's a water source underneath it. And I'm giving it a torch just so that, mobs don't spawn in this area. You want to make sure to put something over your block of water, otherwise it may freeze. And when it does, everything goes awry and you start crying. So no crying, no tears. But from this water source, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in each direction and till that soil. Once you've gone 4 this way, you count 4 more and then put another water source. So it's a 9x9 area for each water source, and you can have yourself a farm. So what I've got, I'm going to call each 9x9 a module. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules. Now what I haven't tested is to see, do different foods give you different amounts of XP? I don't know, so let's do that real quick. We're going to grab our XP tome, however you say it. Where did I put it? There it is, right there. Let's go ahead and clear out our XP. Does this tell us how much is there? Okay, so there's 24 XP stored in that book. Let's do this so that we can make sure we get, we're going to empty out this book so we can see there's 0 XP in that book. This is going to be a nice little test. I have no idea if this does anything different or not. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's going to collect 1 carrot. I'm going to squat and right click. There we go. Okay, so that gave us 2 XP. So we'll go ahead and transfer that to the book. So carrots give us 2 XP. Let's find, there we go. I was going to say we need to find a good piece of wheat. We'll go ahead and replant that. And let's squat right click. That gave us 2 XP. Uh-oh. I think plants are going to be the same no matter what. And let's go ahead and replant you. Squat right click. And then I'll hit E so we can check it. 2 XP. Okay, so for every single crop, it looks like we're getting 2 XP. Now let me run over here real quick. I just want to get out of the heat. Start cooling off. I'm going to hit the letter L. There it goes. And let's check and see. Mining, crafting, combat. There's one in here. Green thumb. I've got that at level 2. Occasionally gives nearby crops extra growth. So that helps you get crops around you to grow faster. And where'd it go? Was it in combat? No, it was in crafting. Harvest efficiency. Gives extra crops on harvest. Plus 10% chance per level. Now, I don't know that extra crops on harvest gives you extra XP. Like if you harvested 1 and it dropped 2, would it give you 2 XP for that? I don't know. And then we've got our other skill sets here, which is farming and gathering. I've got farming up to level 11. I don't have any of these opened up. So I think it's just going to be basically 2 XP for every single piece of crops that you get. Let's just go ahead and unload this from our inventory for now, and we will dump the XP tomes in there. So basically what happens is, when I have got that area, if I can get up here. Come on, you! Get up there. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that 6 module area gets me about 19 or 20 levels per full harvest. And we can see over on the other side of the house, Dadcraft has got himself one heck of a farm going over there. Wheat aplenty. So he'll be leveling up that way as well, which is just awesome. So the second way that I've been doing leveling, now I know when you first start out doing this, you're going to be with a cobble pickaxe, and then as you find some iron, you can get it up to an iron pickaxe. Let's see, I need to take some forever torches. These torches, you find them in villages and structures. Make sure you take them because they never run out. The regular torches you make, those will run out over time. Let's just drop down here. So what I did was I dug all the way down until I saw bedrock. Bedrock is level 5. So from level 5, I jumped up and put blocks beneath me, 6. So this puts me at level 11. So now we're at 11, and this is going to be optimal area for getting diamonds. Let's just run down here. Is this dark down here? That is dark down there. Okay, that's dark as well. So let's go ahead and light these up, and I'm going to show you how I've been doing this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is how far this pickaxe will reach. Watch. It's just a normal pickaxe reach is 5. You want to make sure that your pickaxe does have that reach. Sometimes it'll say it has less of a reach, but I'm going to do 5. And then we're going to do 1 more. And this 1 more is going to be where our tunnel is, where we're going to turn. So let's go ahead and get all this. You would pick the 1 tunnel with gravel in it, wouldn't you, Piggy? And I didn't bring a stinking shovel. Come on now. It's the only game I've ever played where I actually end up needing flint from time to time. Ooh, you know what? Zloy will be happy getting flint over here. And that's going to give us access to... what do you call them? Arrows, bow and arrows, so we can go kill some more dragons. This will work right here. So whenever you see coal, whenever you see redstone, whenever you see lapis, stuff like that, you want to go ahead and break that, because that is going to give you XP. And sometimes when you break this stuff, you get a creature that pops out. Just attack it with your pickaxe. Just smack it in the face with a pickaxe. It'll die so much quicker than if you try to switch to a sword. So from here, I'm going to place a torch, and I'm going to go from this spot. I'm going to go, what was it, 4? I want to make absolutely sure that I show you the way I'm doing this. So I go 1, 2, 3, and see how we've dug a tunnel? So from here, let's pretend like we've already dug this tunnel. So I want to go 3 more. Get this gravel. Why you do this to me? You knew I was going to film, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Wow. The one time I don't need a bunch of gravel being... There we go. There we go. That cleared it out. Oh, you stinker. You stinking stinker. All right, we're gonna work on this side. Let's go ahead and break this stuff up, because I do want to show you this. Once I got this little technique down and going, it really sped up my mining. So from here, I want to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll open up our area. And then we're going to... Maybe I started 4 on that one. Yeah, it's 3 spaces and then a 4th for a tunnel. So we'll go ahead and do this. I kid you not, I do know what I'm doing. I promise. Just not always the best at it. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and on 4, you dig. You dig? Okay, so from there, And what I like to do is use torches just to mark my location. We can always pick these up on the way back. So if we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you dig another tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. And we're just going to do this. We're going to bust that open. I didn't see anything there. We'll bust this one open. There's nothing there. And see, the thing is, like if these ores that we're looking for, they usually spawn in groups, left to right, or in groups, 2 by 2. So if I dig right here, I'm exposing left and right, which if I see one here, there's going to be one here, potentially. If one spawns here, it'll have potentially one to the left or right of it, which is this block or this block. So that's why I'm skipping 3 and then exposing that side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, counting with Piggy. Pick up all that junk, and then we will go ahead and just do this. So let's do this for just a minute and see if we can stumble upon a some ore. There we go. There we go. So once you do that, you just go ahead and break in there. You start ripping up all this, and this is going to get us XP. Ooh, some redstone, some coal, and this stuff comes in handy too. You can use this for all kinds of great stuff. But see how I've already got 4 levels from this? I'll come back for all this stuff later. Pick up all that mess. All right, and then since we're going to be done with this tunnel for now, I'm just going to make sure I pick up all my torches and take them with me, because these forever torches are priceless. I kid you not. Okay, so from there, we have got mining. We have got planting. Those are 2 really great ways to get levels. You don't have to worry about bad guys killing you. Now, you do have to worry about sometimes when you're breaking plants, sometimes a bad guy will come out of the plant and attack you. And you do have to worry about sometimes when you're mining, running into lava, running into spawners, or things jumping out of ore blocks that you're breaking that try to attack you. So you just kind of be mindful of those. But those are 2 very safe ways to get levels. So now the next thing I want to do, you know what, let's go ahead and clear out our inventory. The next thing I want to do is show you how to navigate a roguelike dungeon. A roguelike dungeon, if, like the way we've been doing them on camera, we try to rush through it. So, you know, in 40 minutes you get a full episode. You see a bunch of fun and shenanigans, and we try to accomplish something. But if you want to do a rogue dungeon correctly and not die and use it for XP, whoa. It is very slow going. Roguelike dungeon solo, done correctly. And when I say correctly, I'm basically saying using it as a giant XP farm. It can take you 4 to 6 hours to get through one of them. So what I've got here is I've got me some food, a bucket of water, a canteen, so we got something to drink out of. I'm going to bring some XP tomes with me, so that way we can store up XP. Got some armor, bow and arrow, some of these rings that Zloy made for us. Most of this stuff you're not going to have if you're kind of lower level, which is just fine, but I'm just showing you. These are the things that I'm going to take with me. So let's go and get the Master Atlas. I'm going to put some torches in here. I'm not too worried about taking any chests with me, because as we work through this dungeon, we will find plenty of chests. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We've got a little backpack ready to go with all our good loot. And let's go ahead and go over here. So I think it was Zloy that found this roguelike dungeon. Looks like we're safe up here. Okay, so I'll zoom out. And there's a village called Cute Village. There we go. So what I've been trying to do is when I go to these portals, you put in your atlas, click add marker, put that over it. I'll show you. You would click add marker. Let's just add one right here. You can pick whichever type you want the image to be on your map, and you can put a label. I'm going to go ahead and cancel. So what I've been trying to do is name these portals. See, some of these portals got placed here, but nobody named them. So that way, if I look over here and I'm like, I want to go this way. I want to go to Cute Village. Well, what you do is you go here, and we're going to hit next to scroll through and find Cute Village. And there we go. We've made our way over here, which is just awesome. And like I said, see all these little torches sitting around? These forever torches are great to get. Now, I'm wearing a backpack. If I right-click and squat to try and drink water, it's going to place my backpack. And that's going to ruin my my water source if I had put a water source down. That's why when I'm running with a backpack, I like to bring a canteen. Because you can use that canteen and drink. You don't put your backpack down. Oh no, what happened? Why did my backpack drop everything? What in the world? Was there some kind of weird glitch? Backpack, why did you do this to me? Oh well, let's just go ahead and... That is really, really strange it did that. But anyway, so from this village, I have got myself a roguelike dungeon scouted out. Let's go ahead and look on our map real quick. We're here. The roguelike, I believe, is right over here. See, these skulls are where Zloy has marked dragon. So what I want to do is go west. That looked like a giant parachute for a second. That freaked me out. Okay. Oh, don't fall in the water, piggy. So let's get over here. We're going to go ahead and call our Morok. So that way we can get ourselves over to where this little dungeon is. Okay, so Morok. Come get me, sir. Let's go. Alright, so we'll get that. Right-click it. So I want to go slightly that way, I believe. Yes. And I'm pretty sure there's no dragons around here, so I think we're safe. And this one's supposed to... There we go. I was going to say, it's supposed to look like a giant witch hut. So let's go ahead down here. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh, the front door's open. I hope that's... Why am I being welcomed in here? Let's go ahead and go down here. Let's go ahead and get some torches ready to go, because what we're going to do is we're going to use this area as a central base of operations. There we go. So you can see that there's already some mobs down there. We can see that there's definitely some mobs down there. We got a cake down there. Okay, so what I want to do is I brought myself a bed. You want to wait until nightfall, and you want to set your spawn. So that way, whenever you die, you update things and water comes flooding in. Let's go ahead and plug that up real quick. Yep. So much for, this is what you get with the Piggy Show. Just total impromptu. Come on now, let me up here. Yeah, we're in 112, so you can't actually, you can't swim. Kid you not, now that they've added that to the game, I miss it so much when it's not around. So let's go ahead and do this. That's going to update all those water source blocks. We need to just go ahead and get rid of them. Uh-oh. Are you going to be this way? There we go. Place that block in there. And I think that got rid of all of our water. There we go. I hope that didn't wash out the torches. I don't think it did. Okay, good. Boop. And go ahead and set that down. So from here, I want to go ahead and put my backpack down. Squat. There we go. We're going to leave our XP tomes behind. I'm going to leave some of this stuff behind because I know that y'all are not going to necessarily have all these to work with. Let's leave some of that. Basically what I want to do is I want to leave behind a bunch of the stuff that's very valuable that if I was to die quickly, I don't want to lose it. As we kind of work our way through this tunnel and we get a little bit stronger, we can start bringing some stuff forward. Now, this is not the definitive way to do this. This is just the way that I do this. So right here, looking through here, you see that little thing in the floor? That looks like a staircase down to the next level. We got a baby zombie waiting for us right there. Oh, I want to get my bucket of water for sure. This is a cool little trick that I figured out with fighting baby zombies. And since we've got one right here, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we got water source right here. That'll work. Okay, so you want at least a 2 wide space. See how the water source pushes things to that direction? That's important. We want that to happen. Because now what's going to happen is we want to open up a 1 block wide opening so that we can hit the mobs in their feet. But look at that. Look at Mr. Stinker. He's trapped by the water. He can't get us. And what did he drop? Anything good? Oh, just some rotted flesh. Okay, so from here, and I should have brought an axe. So much for being completely prepped and ready, right? But right here we can see that this tunnel is pretty much safe for the moment. So what I want to do, now that we've gotten rid of that baby, I've got myself some building blocks. Kind of make my way in here a little bit. Let's go ahead and make this safe. And I just saw a lever, but I'm panicking because it says it's dark in here. You want to make sure your area is lit up. See how it got dark? Now that kind of settled. If it gets too dark, you'll get a grue coming after your face. That is not good. So, let's go ahead and leave one block. You always want to leave an escape route, and you always want to be prepared to smack a block down if you have to kind of cut things off so they don't attack you. So let's flip that lever. That's going to go ahead and give us some light. We've got this room we can check. It looks like this room is fair. Oh, okay. There is a spawner right down there. So what I want to do is get some blocks ready on my inventory, or on my hotbar. And real quick, like, you want to do that. You want to just block that up. So now this room is safe. What we're doing is we're constantly trying to move forward, but we're constantly trying to make everywhere safe. Let's go ahead and gather this up. Oh no. Oh no, Torch, you stay right there. And let's see here. I want to get me to a few more. Yeah, there we go. I want to get a few more torches. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. Now, if you're fighting with skeletons, silly me, I did not bring a shield. But so far, I've found that a shield is about the only way you can stop arrows. For some reason, all the other items that everybody's been suggesting, they don't seem to stop arrows as good as I would like. So let's see here. We want to just keep breaking until we get... Okay, this is zombies. So that's good. Those are fairly easy to fight. Let's go and give ourselves a light source. We want that up there. So that way we can put the water down. And I don't have to worry about the torch getting messed up. You know what I want to do? Let's go ahead and do that. And let's open this up. There we go. So now we can see our zombie friends coming for us. Let's go and grab that for now. What I'm going to try and do is be just quick with the bucket of water and put it at my feet if we see a baby. So you can see as we move through, you're going to find all kinds of great loot and stuff. And the great thing is if you... Nope. Keep squatting, pick up all the stuff. There we go. I need an empty hand. We're going to squat right click. Squat right click. There you go. You got to be just close enough to it. We just got ourselves a chest. We can go ahead and bring that back with us. We've got a bunch of great loot. I can keep putting stuff in there. And that way when you die, you don't lose it. So let's go ahead and move forward here. Let's kill us a few of these guys real quick. Come on, guys. Come get me. Now, one thing I'm noticing is we got these holes in the floor. And one thing I'm noticing is we got these holes in the floor, and you don't want that because the XP can get stuck down in there. So let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's do that just so baby doesn't get loose and get us. Let's dig down a little bit. What I want to do is, there we go. I wanted to find that water source. We want to go ahead. They'll cooperate. There we go. We want to close that off. Because what happens is, as you kill them, if they're down in that hole, or if the XP goes across it, sometimes the XP will get stuck in that spot, and then you won't be able to get it. It won't come to you. Same thing with soul sand. If you see soul sand, see how that's getting stuck? Oh, and notice how our XP spawner broke? That one must have been like a... I don't know if they have different levels on them or not. There we go. There's some XP. And so we've cleared this room. So now we can just come in here, gather up whatever loot and junk there was. And then we can rinse, wash, repeat. I know I say that wrong. Come here, Torch. Come with me. The great thing about these areas also is they're made out of a bunch of stone and stuff, so you can always go through and just collect building blocks as you need them. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So we have completely cleared this area. I want to gather up all my torches to make sure I don't leave any behind, because these are very valuable. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an empty slot. Oh, Need a little bit of water there. Drinky, drinky. There we go. Squat and right click will take this with us. And we've proved that this area's got a dead end. So this section is clear and finished. We don't need to go back there anymore. So let's go through. I think the rest of these are redstone lit. So let's go and get our torches there. There we go. And we block that off. And if you want, you can just completely seal it up. You know, break all this up. Come on. There we go. And we would completely seal that off. And so that way you don't see an opening and you don't get confused as to where you're supposed to go. So what I would just keep doing is with each tunnel, just do that. We'll kind of break in, wall it off, slowly make our way forward, using water to push the baby stuff back if they try to attack you. Just slowly, methodically work your way through the area. Make sure you've got everything lit. Stinking chupacabra. And you can, you know, get all the great loots and stuff in here. So I'm going to work on this for a few minutes, and I'm going to bring you back, and I'm going to show you what kind of loots and stuff we can get out of this real quick. So that area is lit up, because I just came from there. I'm still exploring that area, but you can see I've closed off this wall, I've closed off this wall and this wall. So these two areas are explored. I found, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 spawners in total, all of them being zombies. Found a bunch of chests, so I'll show you just what I've gotten so far. Now, I know a bunch of this looks like junk, but the great thing about this stuff is while you're down here, you find food, so you don't have to run and find food. You get different leather stuff. You find tons of shields if you find zombies, which you can put together, like I'll show you. I know. Some of y'all already know this, but just in case, you combo them, get a brand new shield. Look at that. So once you start running into skeletons, you don't have to worry about them so much. You can find stuff like pickaxes, which is good because I've just about worn out this one. It's got 21 durability left, so I want to go ahead and get that. Found myself an iron flanged mace while I was down here, so you can get some good weapons. And I've also got healing stuff that shows up down here. So as you get beat up and hurt, you can heal yourself, which is good because if I hit H, you can see, yep, I just ran into a creature that tried to poison me and kill me and really knocked me down. So we're going to go ahead and use, this is all stuff that we've just found down here, which is just great. It's like the RLCraft dungeon provides all the stuff you need to try and survive down here. You just got to, you know, be patient and take your time. So let's check and see how we doing. Probably need a little bit more healing. Go ahead and bandage up. Now, another thing that I haven't been doing, I wanted to get some levels just to show you. So about 3 or 4 first level. This is the first level of the dungeon. I want to say there's 4 or 5 levels all the way down. And as you go down, it gets harder. That one's got some XP in it. That one's got some. Okay, that one's got 2. I was able to put some XP in there. And some XP in there. We've saved that. So if I go die, if something happens, I don't lose all the great XP I've been gathering. So you can bring yourself a bunch of XP tombs down here, fill them up, and then as you get enough to level up different things, you can level them up, which is just awesome. Let's go ahead and break in here. And I'll show you what I was talking about. So I've got one tunnel down there, but we've also got this staircase that goes down to the next level. That little thing right there is what got me earlier. Tried to poison me and kill me. And I have gotten to this area set up. We got a spawner down there that I haven't really worked on yet. I just wanted to get some stuff to show you what this area can provide in possibilities as far as XP collection and loot collection. So you just have to be patient, take your time, and everything will be just fine. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go ahead and pack up my stuff. From here, I'm going to go find myself a tower, and I'm going to show you how to level up from a tower. Alright, so I've located a tower. This is a tower that was put on this map earlier. Went ahead and flew over here. If you don't have the ability to fly, you can usually stone pillar up, but it's always good to try and get yourself a flying mount early. That way you can do this. But what we're going to do is we're going over to this tower, and I'm looking at the top of the tower. We can see there's some spawners right there, but we can also see there are that stone giant is not up there. So what I want to do is I want to get myself some blocks, because what we're going to try and do real quick is we're going to block off that top staircase so nothing can get up to us, and I'm going to try and break those spawners real quick. So let's go in down here and land. We're going to block that off so nothing can get us. Let's go and quickly break that skeleton first, and then that spider, and there we go. Now we have got our base of operations up here looking good. Okay, now this chest that's up here makes me think. Sometimes the way these towers create themselves, the stone giant ends up way down at the bottom instead of the top. We can already hear mobs starting beneath us. So let's see here. I want to get my chest plate on. I want to go ahead and get a bed set up. Let's go ahead and put that in there. We just want to do this so that we've got our stuff situated. We're not going to lose valuable things. That's good to go. Let's go and take some of them torches. What is that? A stone lance? I've never seen that before. All right, Mr. Borok. Nope. Hop off. Oh, no. Let's see here. I want to teleport him to me. Shift right click. I want him to sit, and I want him to be passive. You just stay here, sir, and you wait. So, looking right here. Okay, we got ourselves a spider waiting on us. Uh-oh, I fell down. Go and get rid of this guy real quick. Oh. Get out of here. Oh. So we just want to try and fight our way down. I should have done this. Oh, no, you little stinker. Wash you down the stairs. There you go. Get dealt with. I'm telling you, using a bucket of water can be a lifesaver sometimes. So the water is going to keep trying to wash these guys away from that opening. And I'm going to plug that up. So now we've got that thing plugged up. Now we're safe. We have secured the stairwell. So now from this stairwell, what I want to do is I want to create a safety zone that's going to let me be able to fight without having to worry about these little stinkers getting to me and hurting me. So we want to build a little bit of an area right here. Let's see here. I want this to come. You want to avoid those corners. Those corners you can end up getting you in trouble. Actually, I need this to be one block lower, don't I? Let's break that. Come on, you work with me. There we go. We want this where our head level is going to be at their foot level. Okay? Now, as we get further down into the tower, this is not going to be so difficult because we'll be underground, which is why I chose to use this one, because this one's going to work with us and let us do what I'm trying to do. If you're working with a regular tower that's outside, you can build along the outside of these things. It just takes a little bit more time to do it. But the thing I love about these stone towers is they provide the blocks you need. Uh-oh, we tore that up. Good thing we found this in that previous dungeon. So I'm going to just break this. The great thing right now is the chamber below us is filling up with mobs, and it's just waiting for us to attack. So we'll go ahead and seal this up. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about anything from outside getting me. Now we can already see there's a little baby just waiting. So I'm going to put this bucket of water, and at the same time, I'm pressing back. If I got pushed into that corner, that thing would kill me. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this block. See if I can get over here, because I think if I start breaking it while I'm standing in the water, it'll push me forward. Let's do that. That little baby's already trying to escape. There we go. That dealt with him. Then we can just start doing this. Start tearing them up. No problem. Come on, guys. Come get me. See? Here they come. Got a little blighted right there. Uh-oh. And a little blighted, they can hurt you. Let's, oh, okay. Let's say sometimes they can grab. Oh, look at that. We've already got 15 levels from that. That's not doing bad at all. We'll go ahead and start collecting up some of this stuff as well. Now, some of that XP is going to fall through the floor. If get the weapon. Get the weapon. Uh-oh. There we go. I'll squat and gather. As I say, sometimes these blighted can steal your weapons, so always try to have a few extras with you, just in case, or you may find yourself having to just smack them to death with your fists. So let's go ahead and get... There we go. And that's the advantage of being one block lower. If you do kill one of those... What was that, a Geist? If you do kill one of those Geists, you don't have to worry about that flame stuff getting you as well. Come on, guys. We're trying to get this so that we can clear one room and show everybody. Got a few more spiders working their way over here. And you just keep doing this. You just keep working the room until the spawner exhausts itself. And then once it does, we can rush in there and secure that room. As long as we got this little water thing here to help us out, we're doing pretty good. About the only thing you really have to concern yourself with are the stinking skeletons. There we go. So make sure I got my shield ready. There we go. So that way I don't have to worry about a little sneaky skeleton getting a cheap shot in. Okay, we got some spiders there. Come on, you. And we can see that that XP, not XP, the spawner's already exhausted itself. There we go. Go and get rid of that. Get rid of you. I think we got a blight spider waiting around in there for us. Alright, so things have started to settle down a bit. What I want to do... Actually, I don't want to yet with that spider running about. If you do have a bow and arrow, this can be... It can really help you out. Because you'll be able to reach a few things instead of having to wait for them. But patience is the key. Patience is the key on working with these towers and with all the different dungeons that you've got. You just want to be patient. If you take your time, you'll be okay. If you try to rush through these things, that's where you're going to get yourself killed. Let's see if I can just back off. Get out of here. Look at that. We've already got ourselves 26 levels. Now the great thing is... Oh, I can't because there's monsters nearby. So let's go ahead and start unloading some of this loot. Got ourselves a sword. Got ourselves a dagger. That's not too bad. Get ourselves some rotted flesh, which you can actually use to craft certain things in this mod pack, which is pretty cool. And a great thing also is if you got your canteen, you've got a water source at the ready. So if you start to get dehydrated, you can just go ahead and get yourself a quick drink. Get yourself recombobulated, and you're back in the fight. Okay, let's see here. I think we got a spider up there. That room looks semi-safe. Now the problem is I've only got one building block, so what I want to do, I want to make sure I've got myself... Oh, a little sneaky stinker right there. Let's go ahead and block that off. Say I need at least something that's going to let me seal off the next staircase, because that's what you want to do. You want to clear a room, and then you want to rush in and block off the next staircase. So let's see here. I think we're good for those babies sneaking up on us. Let's go ahead and break this just so we can get a better look in the room. Yep, okay, we got some more spiders in there. And if we had a bow and arrow, we could smack those out of the corner pretty quick. I feel like if I can get these guys, we'll be doing good. Okay, so I can reach that spot. We can block that off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rush in. See that doorway over there? I want to block that doorway off. What we also have to be careful and mindful of is stuff like that, where they try to rush in on you at the last second. I did see that skeleton that was there. Why are you taking forever to die all of a sudden? Always be ready with your bucket of water in case of panic, which I probably need to do that. I need to get my bucket of water a little closer to my weapon. Now, I saw a skeleton, but he might have snuck off. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and make a run. Oh, there he is. Whew. Back off. Come on, you. I don't know what the deal is with the hitboxes for spiders. They're some of the hardest things to hit. That and little baby mobs. Okay, we got rid of the skeleton. So now, what I want to do is have that block at the ready. We'll make sure that nothing, if these guys drop, for some reason they like to get stuck up in the corners. But see, now I've got that doorway blocked off, so that's good. So let's go ahead. There we go. He did decide to start tracking us and attack us. So as long as they stay up there, you're good. Let's go ahead and keep blocking these holes off. Just so that we don't accidentally get tossed down into the room below by accident. Or something bad like that happen. Okay. A little bit of loot in there, a little bit of loot. So let's go ahead and light the room up just so nothing... This room is now going to stay safe as we work our way down. We don't have to worry about creatures sneaking down and getting us. And look at that. Now we can just start smacking them. Cleaning up the room. Yeah, mess makers. Come on now. Whoop, whoop. There we go. And that's one level cleared. So we know that right through here is going to be the next group. Oh, it's right here to the right. Whoop. You little stinker. I almost saw my end right there. Let's see here. I want to block that up. And I want to block that up. So right here is where the next one is going to be. So I'm going to break this open. And then we're going to use our trusty bucket. And we're going to flush the mobs down the chute. So while they're flushing downwards, what we can do is open this up. Kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. And if you got to slowly work your way down, like see how they're washing to this point, we'll go ahead and block that off. So now we've got this spot secure. So let's get our bucket of water, get our block, and then we're going to just start washing them some more. How are y'all doing? Are y'all washing down? I don't know if they're going to drown or not. If you had gravel, that would be great. You could take the gravel and drop it right here. It would drop down and fill up that spot. Let me see if I got some gravel with me. I can't remember if I brought any. Let's run up here and check. We do have the room beneath us secured. So now I can hop in the bed real quick. I've got my my spawn set. No, we didn't grab any gravel, but that's fine. But if you do have gravel you can bring with you, it definitely would help. Did I see a... Yeah, I did see a little stinker sneaking around right up there. So let's go ahead and break this. It's going to give us the ability to go down. Okay, so see how everything's washed out? So we're going to take a chance here. Oh, it looks like they did drown. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. So let's go ahead and reflush. If we can get them fighting each other. If we can get them shooting at us. There, like I say, we can knock our bow or our arrows down at them. Come on, you were trying to clear out that room. Just a little bit more. Looks like maybe one more hit on him. Oh, come on, swim up here. There we go. And it does sound like there's quite a few in that room. So what I'm going to try and do is ride this water down. We're going to try and plug up that spot. There we go. We got it. Awesome. Go ahead and grab that water source. Sounds like they're all fighting in there now. Slow down, guys. Slow down. You're going to do all my work for me. I'm not going to get any XP out of it. So now we've got this area secured. So now what I want to do is the same thing. We're going to break this open. See how now we're underground? So that's going to help us out a bit. Start tearing into this. Oop. So you do want to be mindful of where you're at and where those bad guys are at. That is our corner. Let's go ahead and open this up a little bit just so we got some room to work with. It is skeletons, so it's going to be a little more treacherous. You know, it's really odd that they don't have baby skeletons in the game. I'm not going to ask them to add it or anything, but I just thought about that all of a sudden. That is kind of strange that we don't have baby skeletons to contend with. Let's go ahead and get some food. Let's go ahead and get this water going. Go and get rehydrated. And check and see, do we pick up any medicines? There we go. We got some medicines, and let's hit H. Yep. One more hit to the head and we'd be dead, so we don't want that. Let's go ahead and heal up. Just consume all. And that's the other thing good about these towers, the same thing. As you kill the mobs, they're going to drop medicines and different stuff like that. And so that will help you heal up. For some reason, that salve lets you use it a whole lot faster than the bandages. Maybe the bandages gives you more return for health. All right, and our heart level's starting to go up. There we go. We're looking pretty good now. Okay, so let's get our bucket of water. Now, because I hear zombies, I think I want to go ahead and set this up just in case there's a baby. Let's set this in the corner, so that way it's going to keep them washed back. Oh, there's a stinking blight one right there. Aha! Take care of the skeleton, the zombie for me, will you? And it looks like this level room, the spawner might have already destroyed itself. Oh, that one fell through the floor. If we can just get this one guy. Say, this is the stinkerish part, is I can't move and hold a shield at the same time, but what I can do is, if I can time this just right, we'll get ourselves a block. There we go. He did get one stinking cheap shot off my head, but we have got that, so that's looking good. And then you just keep working your way down, one at a time, one at a time. If you've got a bow and arrow, you can go ahead and use it to clear out some of the skeletons. If not, like I said, you just have to take your time and be patient. Patience is the key. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're patient with moving through each level, you will manage to clear these out in no time at all and be getting tons of great loot. All right, everybody. I have fought the stone guardian way down at the bottom, and this tower didn't collapse. And that's what I was trying to tell Zloy about, is there are some times where fighting these stone towers, for some reason, when you defeat the boss is at the bottom of the tower, not the top. And the tower doesn't collapse, which is just fine with me, because that means all this stuff that I gathered up just stayed up here just fine. Let's go through here. You can look and see what I found. Managed to get some diamonds. I found an Aussie liner chest plate, which is both temperatures, which is just awesome. I did find a heart container, and I've gone ahead and used it. So if you go back and watch earlier part of the video, you'll see I'm now 1 heart stronger. And we got a bunch of this. I got 2 different tool belts out of it. All of the stuff you see here is stuff that I gathered from the chests and from killing mobs just here. A whole bunch of diamond armor as well. And a full XP tome. That was there as well. So just remember some very, very simple rules. Get to a location. Make sure you set a spawn in a very safe place. Bring you some XP tomes. Food, water, a couple tools. And just slow and steady clearing out an area. Make sure you use this water bucket. This is an amazing tool if you don't already use it. You can use it to push bad guys away from you. You can use it in these tunnels to flush out these stairwells so you can block off the next opening. There's a lot of good uses for a bucket of water that people sometimes just forget exists. But slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady, we can get tons of loot. We can get lots of XP, which will help us level up, which will help us survive the shenanigans of the other 2 guys involved in this. And oh, look, there happens to be a village right over there, which is awesome. That means there's going to be a waystone, which means it's going to be very easy for me to transport all this stuff back to Sanctuary. So, if you enjoyed this episode, if you learned something new, if you learned anything from this episode, please click that like button. If you're not already subscribed, you want to be subscribed to the channel, don't let me get in your way. I'll step aside. You go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever more videos from the channel come out, go ahead and click the notification bell. I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff transported back to Sanctuary to be ready for next episode. Y'all be sure to go check out Dadcraft and Zloy's episodes for these one-offs, these singular episodes where we're by ourselves. Go see what they did. Go see what they were up up to between previous episode and next, all right? And make sure you subscribe to them if you're not already. I'm going to get all this stuff relocated and get ready for next episode, and that is when I hope to see you is in the next episode.